Hi, Mr. Andrew here, and today we're going to cover a more advanced solving equations lesson. So here, let's start off with an equation, so it has an equal sign. I know equations have equal signs, but here, let's start off with one that has like terms on same sides. Okay? And first let me identify what I meant by that. I notice on this side, if this equal sign kind of breaks it up, this left side of the equation, I have like terms, x and x. They're both the same. Those are like terms. I can just take that and combine like terms. And here on the right side of the equation, the 4 minus the 6, well, those are constants. I can combine those as well. So here, let's just go ahead with the first side, the left side, and do 3x minus x, which is 2x. I know this because in the minus x, I know there's technically a 1 coefficient there that I'm not showing. If there's not a coefficient showing, it is technically 1. So 3 minus 1 is 2, so 2x. Now here, I carry the equal sign down. 4 minus 6, if I remember my rules for negative numbers, this comes out to be negative 2. Okay? Now, from here, I want to say 2x equals negative 2. 2x. How do I get that 2 off that x? Well, that's like a prior lesson. Since this is technically multiplication, I want to divide it off. Okay? 2 divided by 2 being 1, 1x just being x, again, I don't show coefficients of 1, equals, well, if I do that to this side, or if I do that to that side, I have to do that to this side. Negative 2 divided by 2 is negative 1. A negative divided by positive is a negative, and then 2 divided by 2 is 1. So here, this is our answer for the first problem I gave. Now here, if we start going a little bit further than that, let's grab another sheet and then do another problem. So here, we have 6x minus 5 equals 3x plus 4. We don't have like terms on the same side. So if I look at the left side, I have an x and I have a constant. Those are not alike. I cannot put them together. And the same thing on the right side of the equation. 3x and a 4, it's a variable, that's a constant. We can't put those together. What we can do is remove terms from one side, completely from one side. So if I look here, I have a 6x and I have a 3x. If I completely remove the 3x from this side, well, if I remove 3x from this side, I have to do the same thing from this side. So it's like I'm going to deal with my variables first. Although you could have dealt with your constant terms, we're going to deal with the variables first. Now, it's almost easier to take off the smaller one just so this doesn't go negative, and then I'd have to deal with a negative. But I could have subtracted 6x from both sides and just worked it with a negative coefficient on my x. But right here, 6 minus 3, that's only 3x. So I'm going to opt for not dealing with the negative. But feel free to try it both ways, and you'll come up with the same answer. Okay? I bring down everything else. Minus 5, the equal sign. The 3x minus the 3x, that's nothing. That is 0. And then the 4, that is just a 4. Okay? So here, I want to now treat this like a two-step problem. This is like the two-step problems we've worked before. I want to deal with my addition subtraction before I deal with my multiplication. So here I'm going to deal with this minus 5. So I'm going to add 5. I'm going to do the opposite. If I add 5 there, I have to add 5 here to the right side of the equation. These cancel out. I get a 3x equals 4 plus 5 is 9. Okay? And then from here, it's just like the prior problem. I divide by 3 because it's 3 times x. I divide by 3. I get 3 divided by 3 is 1x. Or that's just an x because we don't show coefficients of 1. And what I do to one side, I have to do to the other. 9 divided by 3 is 3. Okay, so these are a little bit more tricky ones, but more videos are going to come for solving equations. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to email me. Thank you.